What is going on, guys? We have an XY Wi-Fi battle for you today. Today we're up against Sasha. I'm bringing back my OG RU team because I love my RU team way too much. And I'm also bringing a Seadra in my team too. So let's skip the formalities and just get right onto it. This is one heck of a battle. So Sasha is going to lead off with Lucario. I decided to lead off with my Scarf Emboar, seeing that pretty much hits almost everything in his whole damn team. So I am Scarf, so naturally I do outspeed this Lucario, and this Lucario is not Mega, so it might be Focus Sash, and nope, luckily this Lucario is not Focus Sash, so I'm able to take out this Lucario. That's pretty freaking sweet. I do get recoil damage, so now he's gonna send out his Greninja. I'm not sure if my Choice Scarf Emboar can outspeed this Greninja because I am one fat big piggy, so I'm gonna switch into my Whimsicott expecting a water attack, and luckily he did go for the water attack, so he didn't go for any ice attack. That's pretty sweet. So after this I can safely lock this Greninja into Surf. However, this Surf does do quite a lot since it is Life Orb, so yeah. Now I'm gonna go straight for the Encore, but before I do that he's gonna have to switch out, so not sure if he has Ice Beam or not, or maybe he is expecting an Encore. I'm not too sure. So obviously my Encore does fail since he did switch out, so naturally I'm expecting this Machamp might have the Poison Jab or the Ice Punch, but I decided to just go lay up a substitute, just kinda scout what he has in case maybe he wanted to go for a substitute too. So it's really hilarious when I have substitute and my opponent has a substitute, and then we both use substitute, and then I Encore my opponent and he's just stuck into substitute. So turns out he's gonna keep using Ice Punch, so I don't really wanna, keep using substitute. So I'm gonna switch into my newly addition, new shiny beautiful Seadra. This is an Eviolite defensive Seadra, and it takes massive hits. Let me look at that. Look at that. It didn't just take the Ice Punch so well. It took it so well. This Machamp's fists were poisoned. So pretty freaking sweet. I'm gonna go straight for a Scald. Luckily he does switch out, so I'm hoping maybe I can burn this Aegislash. Beautiful shiny Aegislash, by the way. So gonna use my Scald, and unfortunately I don't get a burn, so but it might not even matter even if this Aegislash is a special attacker, so I decided to just kinda stay in just in case he wanted to stay in and maybe go for a Swords Dance if he is in fact offensive. So it turns out he goes for a substitute, so even to this point, we still don't know if this Aegislash is physical or special, but I'm kinda glad I stayed in and went for my second Skull so I can get that awesome burn. So this Aegislash obviously will stay, safely behind the sub, but at least he is burned now, so that's pretty sweet. He also does have leftovers, but burn damage will do more, so finally he's gonna change stance, and now it's revealed that he is physical, and strangely he goes for the Iron Head and absolutely does complete trash attack. I mean, why not the Shadow Claw or even Sacred Sword? Totally beats me, but yeah. So he's gonna stay in because why the hell not, I suppose. He still has that sub, so after this second Scald, the substitute will finally fade, and turns out he's gonna go straight for a Toxic. Really funny there to see Toxic on an Aegislash, but I guess it does turn out relatively well. But not for this Seadra. My Seadra is carrying a rest, so yeah. So I am poisoned, so here he can easily go for a King's Shield and potentially just stall me. So I'm not sure if I should go for a Disable or not, but luckily he didn't go for a King's Shield, and I'm able to just kill this Aegislash with the Skull. And that's right, I am also carrying Disable on Seadra. Seadra can learn Disable, and when you're using an Eviolite defensive Seadra, Disable comes very handy. So out comes the Aerodactyl. Extremely ballsy of him to send out a rock type Mega Aerodactyl. I know Mega Aerodactyl can do quite a lot of damage, but still he needs to assume that he can kill me in one hit, and he goes straight for Giga Impact, so that is why he's so confident. However, I live it. I don't just live it, I live it extremely well. So I decided to go for Disable because I didn't think he's going to go for Giga Impact. I thought he was going to go for the Fly or even the Stone Edge, but fortunately for me, he goes for the Giga Impact, so I'm free to go for my rest while he recharges. So Yeah, that's why you don't run Giga Impact, boys and girls. Giga Impact will do you no good. You lose a turn and then your opponent can use rest. Yeah, that's not good at all. So I'm expecting a rock type move now since his Giga Impact is disabled. So as I predicted, he does go for a rock type move, which is awesome for Claydol. And Claydol does not, does not matter. He's not here to fuck with. So obviously I can go straight for the Stealth Rock, but before I do that, he reveals he has Assurance, and that nearly takes me out, but luckily I do live it, and I land my Stealth Rocks, which is really important. Stealth Rocks, any entry hazards are just so damn important, so. Expecting another Assurance, I thought, well, I could save my Claydol just for kicks, why not? Just send out my Painbringer, my Whimsicott, to eat up this Assurance, so. And as a matter of fact, he does go for Assurance. I know that Mega Aerodactyl does have that tough claws, but yeah, even Whimsicott takes it so damn well, so yeah, you don't fuck with Whimsicott, man. Whimsicott is just way too good, so. His Encore is disabled, I'm a little bit scared, and not to mention, he does have those solid rock type moves, so I decided to go for the Encore, and funny thing, he did stay in, so now he's going to keep using Assurance, so. Really hilarious when my opponents just, when I see opponents, what's it called, underestimate cute little fluff balls like Whimsicott, and they bring such massive, like, destroying powerhouses like Machamp and Aerodactyl. I mean, Jesus Christ, man, why can't you choose something a little bit cuter, right? I'm just kidding. So I decided to go for a Leech Seed just in case if he wanted to switch out, and luckily he did switch out, so that's pretty sweet. I'm gonna grab some more HP back, and not to mention this Machamp is poisoned, so he's gonna be losing quite a lot of residual damage, so I'm actually very comfortable to stay in and just go for Substitute, and I gain so much HP back coming from this Machamp, because Machamp has so much HP, so I thought, you know what, why not? I mean, he's gonna go for Ice Punches, so I'm gonna stay in, but turns out he's gonna go for Dynamic Punch, which is fine, because it's actually so strong that it still takes me out even if it's not super effective, so regardless, I was expecting that my Substitute to, fade away, so I thought, I'm just gonna stay in and just keep using Substitute, seeing how this Machamp is pretty much slowly dying. Look at that HP that I'm receiving. Machamp has way too much base HP, man, so he realizes that I'm gonna keep using Substitute, so he doesn't want his Machamp to slowly die just yet, so he's gonna switch into Krookodile. Huge mistake here because, well, I do have Moonblast, so not really sure what this Krookodile can really do to me either, since I do resist both this Krookodile's stab, so I feel like my opponent still hasn't realized that my Whimsicott is a fairy type, so that is why he goes for the Pursuit, even though my Whimsicott takes this, takes the Assurance so well, so not really sure why he thought I would switch out, because, like I mentioned, I resist both the stab, and I'm comfortably behind the Substitute, so why the hell would I switch out, right? So naturally he's forced to stay in and go for another Pursuit just to take out my Substitute. In the process, I am able to finish off this Krookodile, so I have to mention that my Whimsicott has no special attack investment, so usually Whimsicotts don't have any special attack investment, they're just pure, like, Subseeders or utility supporters. But I have seen some Whimsicott that has pure special attack, since Whimsicott can learn quite a lot of attacks, including Hurricane. That's right, Hurricane. Whimsicott can learn motherfucking Hurricane, so I'm expecting the Ice Beam now, so, but I thought, well, I'm just gonna check just to see what he's gonna do. Turns out he's gonna use Surf. Really strange. I mean, like, this Greninja only uses Surf in this entire damn battle. Like, it has Protein Greninja, but surprisingly, he just sticks to Surf. He just really likes Surf, I guess. Yeah, kind of a waste. I mean, if you have a Protein Greninja, why the hell wouldn't you keep using multiple moves? But hey, my opponent does whatever he wants, so I'm gonna Encore him just so he can get trapped into that Surf, so maybe I can take this Surf well, but yeah, judging from my low HP, I don't think I can take the Surf too well, so not to mention this goddamn Greninja is Life Orb, so unfortunately he is gonna have to kill me next turn while he is Encored and trapped into Surf, so. But I thought, hey, you know what, I'm gonna keep my Painbringer, I'm gonna keep my Whimsicott just because I want to, so I'm gonna send out my Seadra because I know my Seadra can take the Surf pretty damn well, even though he is asleep, so. Not to mention, this Greninja is getting hurt quite a lot with that Life Orb damage, so yeah, pretty freaking fragile here. So he's gonna go for his second surf, and unfortunately I am still asleep because, yeah, rest keeps me asleep for 2 damn turns. So yeah, I'm not sure if I can live another surf, and not to mention his encore ended, so I'm kind of fearing that he might go for the Dark Pulse or even Grass Knot. So predicting the Grass Knot, I decided to go into my Doublade or even the surf. And I know I can at least eat one, so I'm kind of glad he didn't go for the Dark Pulse. So it's really hilarious. This damn Greninja has absolutely like no other attack except for Surf, I guess. So fortunately, I do kill it, so we are unable to see if this Greninja will use Surf on me again. So he's gonna send out his Machamp, but I know this Machamp can't do shit to me. I can go for the Sacred Sword and outspeed it, but he's gonna go for that Bullet Punch. But like I mentioned, it'll do absolutely nothing. So Shadow Sneak won't do too much too, but it'll still do way more than that Bullet Punch, and takes them to a pretty low HP. That Poison can finish it off, so that's pretty freaking sweet. Thank you, Doublade, man. Doublade is just way too good. So here comes the Aerodactyl. Kind of fearing that what you might call it, that assurance, but thought maybe I could live it and retaliate back with an Iron Hand, but unfortunately I don't. So yeah, I overestimate my trusty dandy Doublade. So, but that's okay because I'm gonna send out my Emboar. But then I thought, I don't think I can really outspeed it, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. This is my opponent's last Pokemon, so, which is great because I forced my opponent to use Giga Impact, so now, naturally, he has to recharge, so I'm free to bust out my Seadra and potentially just go for a rest, or even just kill it with a Scald. So he's gonna recharge, so I am fast asleep, so I still have one more turn. Now he's gonna go straight for the Stone Edge, and luckily I do avoid it. I wake up and I just go straight for the Scald, hoping to kill it, and unfortunately I don't kill it, and not to mention I don't get that burn. If I got that burn, this Aerodactyl would have been no more. So he gave up using Stone Edge and just went for the safer Rock Slide, but however, it's not quite enough to kill my Seadra. So yeah, there you have it. Had he went for Stone Edge and maybe hit, he would have killed me, or even Giga Impact would have killed, but yeah, I still had my Ambipom chilling in back, and I'm pretty sure that Technician's choice Silk Scarf Fake Out would have killed that Aerodactyl. So not wise for him to go for Giga Impact, but you know, nonetheless, still an awesome battle. So thank you, Sasha, and thank you, viewers, for watching such an excellent Wi-Fi battle. Please remember to give that awesome thumbs up, show that awesome support, and make sure to comment and subscribe. Subscribe for more XY Wi-Fi battles.